All right, what's up, guys? Well, it happened. Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. Um, I don't know what the how the public reaction is going to be. I'm sure there will be some negativity. Uh, Maybe talking about their age or lack of speed or whatever. But me personally, I thought it was good for what it was. I'm not gonna say it was great, but it was it was good for what it was. It helped the pay per view out a lot that Jake Paul, Nate Robinson, the fight that the fact that Nate Robinson got knocked out cold. You know, it was basically a glorified sparring session. They basically stuck to the rules that were laid out to them. Um, in hindsight now we see that the um, 8 2-minute rounds were probably the best thing to do. Roy Jones, after 1 or 2 rounds was he was breathing pretty heavy. Mike Tyson appeared to be fine. I mean, he was just going and going and going. I'll let you speculate how that's possible. Right? If you saw the video I did talking about his physique, then maybe you get an idea what I'm talking about. But you know, I scored this fight 79-75 for Mike Tyson. Roy Jones started the fight off good. I just think, unfortunately, I think the gas tank, the stamina, you know, I think it affected him. He couldn't keep doing what he was doing at the beginning of the fight because at the beginning of the fight he was brilliant, but he just did not keep it up. But Mike Tyson, on the other hand, while Roy Jones' body looked more natural, for a 51-year-old, Mike Tyson and his the guy's in phenomenal shape, man. To a 54-year-old, and for that physique, he just kept coming and coming and coming, and he had the stamina. He was not, he was not in bad of shape stamina wise as Roy Jones. All right. The scorecards for this fight, man. You know, I was saying, people talk about fighters being judges. Not necessarily a good thing, man. You know, Andre Ward is a terrible judge. I pointed that out numerous times at this point. Christy Martin had the best card. She scored at 79-73 for Mike Tyson. All right. I gave Mike Tyson a 79. All right. Um, and I guess Roy got the extra 2 points from two even rounds I had. So she pretty much saw it the way I did. Except she gave Mike Tyson those even rounds and gave Roy 1 round. All right. Chad Dawson had it even 76-76, a draw. I didn't see that fight as a draw. Uh, I didn't. And Vinny Paz, he had the worst scorecard. He had a very, very suspect scorecard. He scored this fight 80-76 for Roy Jones. Oh my God, what is the hell is that? So he had to give Roy Jones what, a 10 in every round. I went back and I rewind. I have it paused on my TV now. I had to zoom in. I was like, am I seeing this right? I knew that one person did score for Roy Jones, and it was Vinny Paz, and he scored it 80-76. So he must have had, like, I didn't put it in my fight score app, but he must have gave Roy every round, and then he must have had what, probably 4 even rounds in the fight. You know. Now look, I know I have I had pretty much even around in pretty much every fight I scored at least one or two. But I don't. It's rare. I think it's kind of rare that I have four in a fight. And it got to a point where Mike clearly took over the fight, man. So that's a brutal scorecard from Vinny Pazienza, man. 80-76. I don't agree with that at all, especially in Roy Jones' favor. Nobody clean sweep that fight. Nobody should have got an 80 in that fight. So that's a case where you see a fighter, Chad Dawson. I don't agree with a draw. I don't agree with 80-76 for Roy Jones. All right, maybe Vinny Paz is just still in such awe of having flashbacks to the beatdown that Roy gave him back in the day. I don't know. you know, maybe some of the damage, the effects affected his scorecard. Maybe he saw Roy and was a bit fearful of what would happen if he didn't score for Roy. I don't know. But let me give you my breakdown of the fight. 10-9, round one, 10-9 for Roy Jones. Mike came out looking like vintage Mike. Roy won the round, sticking and moving. Man, I thought Roy came out looking real good. First off, Mike came out in the middle of the ring with the way he kind of dances, moves his legs around, skipping around. Vintage Mike put his arms and hands up, bobbing and weaving. I was like, man, it's like vintage Mike Tyson, man. And but Roy was staying outside. He was doing the right thing. He would hit him. He would score, get out the way. Score, get out the way. He come inside, tie him up, you know, to protect himself. So Roy, he had the right strategy, man. If he could have done that throughout the fight, I was thinking to myself, oh man, if Roy can keep doing this, he could win this fight. But unfortunately, he could not. Round two, I had that as an even round, 10-10. Both landed good shots in the round. All right. And that's really probably the last that Roy looked good up until the end of the fight. All right. Round three, 10-9 Tyson landed a good shot to the head and body. Round four, 10-9 Tyson landed good body shots. Round five, 10-9 Tyson. Roy appears to be tired. Tyson throwing more, landing more significant shots. Round six, 10-9 Tyson. Mike doing the significant work. Roy mostly holding. Began to stick and move near end of round, landing a combo at end. Like I said, Roy was breathing heavy after round two or three. It's kind of a miracle that he was able to stay on his feet and keep going till the end of the fight. That he was not able to be as active as he probably should have been. He was tying up a lot. The referee did a poor job, in my opinion. He should have been getting in there, separating them more, so we could have got more action instead of letting these guys hold on each other for seemingly 10 seconds at a time, and we're not getting the action that we paid for. All right. Round seven was 10-9 Tyson, and round eight was 10-10 for me, the final round. All right. And that came out to 79-75 for Mike Tyson. I thought he won the fight. Like I said, Roy was looking good at first, but he just could not keep it up. And I thought Mike appeared to be the better fighter throughout the fight as the fight went on. So, was it prime Roy, prime Mike? No. Is it the Mike and Roy we could have got in the early 2000s? No. But we did get to see it, man. And I don't have a problem with these when the guys are similar in age, man. Now if one was 10, 15 years younger than the other one, then that might not be so appealing. But with them being close in age and physical ability, I'm all right with it. Maybe it would be better if it was not an exhibition and it was a legit fight. I don't know. It probably had to be 8 rounds, 3 minutes at the most. But hell, you know, these 16 minutes were more than enough. Especially for Roy. He was breathing heavy. He was tired, man. So the commission they did a good job in doing ate too many rounds. You know, so both guys, appear to be healthy and all right after this. And that's good. That's what we want. Um, and I think a successful event. I'm pretty sure plenty of pay-per-view buys. Putting Jake Paul on the card was brilliant. They got a bunch of buys. The entertainment was uncensored, uncut, and good. I mean, I didn't see all of the pay-per-view. I didn't start watching until like the end of the Badu Jack fight. Right before the fight ended was when I started. Because I thought I was gonna go elsewhere to watch it, but I didn't. And man, you know, the uh, the Jake Paul Nate Robinson fight was entertaining. I really enjoyed that. So that along with actually seeing these two in the ring together, man, it made the pay per view worth it for me. Um, as far as the future goes, would I like to see a rematch? I don't know if I like to see a rematch with these two. Um, I like to see Mike get in with somebody else at this point. Um, because Roy did do a lot of holding. He didn't seem to be very eager in taking a rematch. Now, if they put them hymns in front of him, and I mean, it might just be too good to refuse. But you know, not something I really need to see again. Those two. If they want have an exhibition fight with somebody else, you know, depending on who it is, yeah, I think it could be worth seeing. So, but as far as the entertainment goes, it was uncensored. They were not holding back with any of the words. Snoop was great. Loved it. He had a great performance. Pulled out all the hits, and the commentary was fun. Snoop was funny on commentary. Sugar Ray Leonard was, I mean, this is the best on commentary I've seen him in hell probably since his HBO days. Because he was not really good on his own. They actually took him off the play-by-play and put him like up in the upstairs. Like with the hosting gigs, but he did good. Israel Adesanya did good. Morrow is always good. So if they do this again, they could have those four back and have some good commentary. The look of the event was good. The way the background was all dark and it had a classic look, yet a modern look to it. It looked clean. It had a very good presentation to it. You know, um, but I think that is it. I think I've covered everything. Let me know what you guys thought about it. I thought it was all right. So, hell, it's better than damn Danny Jacobs and Gabe Rosado. Hell, it was more dramatic. Hell, they did put more effort forward. Also, you know. So I think that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm not blown away. I'm not saying that. I had more fun, more, of a great reaction watching Jake Paul KO Nate Robinson, but this was all right, man. This was fine. So I think that's it, guys. Let me know what you think, and salute to both legends. They 51 and 54, they they did good. To still be in good enough shape to do what they did is very good, and I'm happy for those guys. So that's it. Let me know what you think, and I'll check in soon. Thanks for watching.